guys, welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Let's do some supports. Oh, me and Ash. Where is he on the map? Oh, he's down there that way. Let's see, that talks to other students over here.
Legend has it that long ago, a female student from the academy met with a mysterious man at the Goddess Tower. They fell in love at first sight and were bound together forever after. But that's not the really interesting part. The incredible part is that the man was apparently the Adrestian Emperor himself. Oh, what I wouldn't give to fall in love at first sight with a splendid and powerful gentleman. I want my own fairy tale romance, and I want it now.
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting. Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late.
True.
Professor. Hey, Professor. Did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
No, you didn't.
I went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but... Sort of. I actually decided not to make him pay for it. My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth. Oh, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine. Oh, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death. A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong. And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him.
You were a thief?
It was a long time ago, and I've put all that behind me now. But yes, I was. My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop. I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on. The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lug and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive I just couldn't tear my eyes away.
Go on.
You probably see where this is going. moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato. But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book. And money, too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally. So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing, to be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done, to leave this world better than I found it. That's why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him. I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty. Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
Oh, she's right here. She's in the. It says that she's in the dining hall.
I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event? So many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned. Our class was also sent out to help put the village in order. But then... How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back to me. I'm sorry, but that's...
Well, it's not her. Who wants to sing then?
Yeah.
I'm looking that way. I'm looking that way.
Dancing a Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Brigid. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Brigid, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing. I had lost the place of this. You have my thanks. This is not... This is not...
Someone wears glasses. Oh, that was her the whole time.
This is not... This is not... This is not. This is.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me. How could... Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much. How could you... 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 How could you...
It seems the dastards who set Remire village aflame have yet to be apprehended. Monsters. Trampling mercilessly over innocent lives. They deserve a gruesome end.
Oh my god.
Lost eye.
Oops.
Lost eye. Lost eye. Lost. Lost eye.
Even though there is to be a ball, we still have a mission. It would be nice if this month passed by in peace. That is not. 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 That belongs to me. I apologize for the trouble. That is not. That is not. That is not.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The ball is coming up soon. I am so excited. I can't wait to fill up on food while everyone's dancing. I even heard there'll be some prime cuts of meat. Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me. That
Is that like muscles?
Hey!
I'm glad the Remire village situation got sorted out, but it's not over yet, is it? And I can't believe old Tomas turned out to be an enemy. Who can you trust anymore? Someone... 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 Someone...
Oh, forgot. I don't get that stuff.
Great. Just great. It's that time when all the students get all lovey-dovey. You're new, but You know about the ball, yeah? I can't bear it. Young love is wasted on the young. They can't appreciate it to its fullest. Ugh. I wish I could fall in love too.
I still have much to learn.
Great. I can't. No, that, no, no, that, no, no, that, no, that, no, that, no. Oh, Professor, this makes me very happy.
There you go.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife. I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy. We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Sure, shut up.
Oh, this is mine. I thought it had vanished. Thanks, I owe you.
Oh shit, who's afraid of ghosts again? Oh god, I forgot who it was. Oh, it was the girl with the red hair, wasn't it? Where's she at? Oh, where's the sleeping boy at?
Professor, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean. Sorry, I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now. It's not my. 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 It's not my.
Oops, I didn't even do her yet.
I have looked into Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all. From his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a man like him could turn on us. I have also discovered that his appearance has changed. It is almost as if he is not even human. What in the world is going on? I have looked in from his behavior. I have also. It is almost. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes.
Oops. I was like, was my dad supposed to be in here?
Gerig Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you think? Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding. And every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all of Gerig Mach. It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and I'm rather excited to experience one for myself. Once in a lifetime, eh? The next one, in 5 years, will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Oh yeah.
Practice yields results.
Gerig wine. It's a once in a life. I'm not.
Who hates cleaning? It's her, alright. Looks like no one's in the bathroom.
So, Tomas the librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice. Oh, come on, Self, you're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month. I lost.
No, no,
I lost. I lost. I lost. I lost.
Someone entered the old chapel. I think the townsfolk used it for feasts and such in the past. With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
Hello.
Another month full of chaos. I've barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk? And what makes Flame so special? Does that not bother you? Another month full...
Why you won't let me give you anything?
Before the ball, it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition. Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique.
The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I hope that you and your students will choose to participate. May I ask a favor of you? Before the ball, each house, the student, it is a... I appreciate.
Glowy? Anything glowy? I don't see anything about that's glowy.
Even though there is to be a ball, we still have a mission. It would be nice if this incidental... Have you chosen a representative yet? Someone must want to participate.
Oh, he wants to dance. Ooh, this is scary. Who would like to?
Professor. Hello, Professor. You're really on the move today. A lot to get done, I take it? I'm happy to help. Tell me, is there anything I can do to lighten your load a bit? Oh, surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all, cut from the same cloth. I was raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along. Huh? Did I not mention that? How thoughtless! What an embarrassing gaffe! My parents died when I was small, and I came to live in the monastery. It was an aimless existence, but sometimes a knight would pass by wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Gerald, and the first time he laid eyes on me, he made me his squire. What was he thinking, huh? No kidding. I don't think I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me had died of a terrible plague. I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement. A little nutty, old Gerald, there's no doubt about that. Quite a character. All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies. That's right. I wasn't even 15 years old. Well, Gerald hardly seems to have aged since then. In fact, over drinks he once told me, perhaps that's a story for another day. At any rate, that's Gerald for you. One of a kind. I don't think there's anyone else quite like him. Right. Well, now you've heard my whole story. I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you. If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can. Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it. But truly, if I can take anything off your plate, don't hesitate to let me know.